So inside the cinema, all the ceiling on both sides, the soffit has to be symmetrical for visual lighting, and then probably acoustical reasons on top of that. And then we have a two-tiered couch setup, and this deck is obviously much larger than a couch, so like this deck had to be built so that the entire couch could recline out to the full distance, full capacity that it's capable, and still not hit the couch in front of it. We're not sure quite yet. We don't have these top pieces of wood screwed down yet either. We have to insulate inside here, and then we're also probably gonna shrink this platform a little bit. We are operating on the fly with the measurements because there's been some last minute changes with the furniture due to availability of the original furniture. So we're operating with a lot of details, and we're trying to make sure everything's right. So once we get those details, this will get trimmed back. We will make sure this is all insulated and foamed properly, and then it will be on to preparing the walls for acoustics and then installing this rubber membrane on the floor. That's a lot like a gym floor to absorb the base between the concrete and the carpet. Kind of talking outside of my area of expertise there. I was told to put it on the floor, and it seems important, so we're going to do an excellent job with that. So we're back, Bailey Basement Cinema. We've got one of the cinema files over there. We'll check in with him in a second. He's got a lot to tell us, and our new and improved microphone holder is gonna be perfect. But we have had a lot happen here since we last checked in. Last time, the steel beam was getting upgraded, upsized, and we had a lot going on with that. That has been installed and inspected, and now the entire cinema is framed, and all of the rough ends are getting wrapped up over today and next week. We pretty much have all of the bathroom finished up in terms of all of the electrical, HVAC, and plumbing. We're just waiting on a couple of fixtures to verify locations. And then we're only waiting on the designer to walk through to make sure that our lighting layout is up to standard, because we have our beautiful lighting layout. This is version 1, version 2. The way that the ceiling lights are laying out and these awesome trunk line of ductwork and the plumbing and the steel beam over here, it's making it challenging, so we're trying to figure that out. In addition to that, we still got to wrap up the ceilings here. We have these cool little bump up tray ceilings. They try to take advantage of the height of the ceiling where they could when they framed the basement 20 or whatever years ago, 10 maybe. And we're going to close this one in, leave the one above the kitchen, and then leave the ones that are symmetrical over like the office area. But our ejector pit has been installed. All of the concrete work is finished, and we're moving on to the major part, which is the cinema. We've had a lot of action here over the last week with all of the speaker wires, HDMI wires. So we're gonna talk to Ryan. We're going in. Don't be weird, Ryan.
I won't.
So we're here with Ryan Rumer of Worldwide Stereo. We've been friends a long time, and this is actually their project that we're technically helping them out with. Ryan is here making sure all of his stuff is dialed in and ready to go. We have a lot going on in here. I guess take us through keep it English for us, Ryan.
Of course. Thank you for your help on all this.
You can hold it.
All right. Hi, everyone. So what's going on here is a full-on movie theater. So all the wiring that you see around has been pulled for speakers, subwoofers, projector location, as well as low volt wiring. So this is going to give him the performance that he is looking for when he first came and met me probably about 2 years ago now. So it's finally coming to fruition. And then once all the wiring has been checked, which it's all amazing, then we're going to put the finishing touches on it, which is like some room acoustics and drywall, and wrap this up like a nice present for him.
Yeah, so what he said. No, there is a lot going on in here in terms of the symmetry of the room and how everything is laying out. Gilmar up here is standing up on the platform that's built up on the floor to give the second row of seating a better view of the screen. So the screen right now, I believe it's right about here.
Yep.
The bottom of the screen, and then the top of the screen is right about here. How big are we talking here?
So this screen is going to be about 145 inches across.
145 inches across, so from there to about here?
Yeah, so the two most inner 2x4s, that's about how big our screen is.
Okay.
We wanted to maximize that space.
And then up behind where there's seating, this is like a normal movie theater, right? So like the projector's gonna go in above where they're seating?
Yeah. So he didn't want to see the projector at all in the space. So what's happening is this is all getting framed out to hold the projector, as well as some additional equipment that he would like close to his theater, like game consoles. So the controller can talk to the game console itself.
So on the other side of this, we're actually building a full built-in cabinet that has shelves on the other side of this wall. But in the top of that cabinet will house the projector unit and an additional fan for ventilation to kind of hide the projector in a place that we can also access it in the future on this side where all of the cables and everything will be featured. So that's pretty awesome in my opinion. And then we've got full recline chairs and things like that as well. One cool thing that I found out about the chairs recently, I don't know if you know, but the chairs actually like vibrate and have, you know, functionality to them. So when, you know, the movie's going on, you're gonna get the full effect. So the more and more we get into this project, the more and more I feel like I'm just gonna have to like work out a deal with the customer and keep my key.
I think so.
Right here, we have an additional focused area strictly for gaming. We have this built-in that was already here when the customer purchased the house that's getting new doors, new hardware, sprayed new color, and then we powered everywhere that we could possibly get it so that we could power every game system known to man. And then behind me right here, the wall is framed shut, but right here we're gonna have one of the AV racks on display through a glass door, obviously to kind of insulate from the HVAC room, but you'll actually be able to see all of like the components, the cool features of the electronics will be on display. So the kitchen's staying pretty much the way it is. It is getting a full refresh. We are removing the doors and hardware, upgrading all of that. We are getting it refinished, new backsplash, all new under cabinet lights. So I guess it is getting a little bit more than just a little facelift. And then we have some arcade equipment coming in and the full bathroom with the, you know, some custom cabinetry from Lotus Craftworks. The whole basement floor is going to be heated and tile, of course, from Tile Studio. These walls and everything is very early 2000s, and I can't wait for everyone to see how drastic of a change and like what Shannon has designed and Worldwide and Cinematech have designed and see it all come together. I'm very grateful to get to put it all together for everybody. There's a lot of different designers involved in this job, but everybody really cares about what they're working on and has been working together really seamlessly. So I think this project's going to come together nice.